Hello, myself, Dr. Deepak Kumar Dwivedi, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, DAV College, Kanpur Nagar. Friends, today we will focus on some important topic of NEET syllabus, and this topic is taken from the unit Plant Physiology, and the topic is photosynthesis, that is a means of autotrophic nutrition. So we will look uh, some important point regarding this topic. So, life on Earth is solar powered. The chloroplast of plants capture light to energy that has traveled 150 million kilometers from the sun and convert it to chemical energy that is stored in sugar and other organic molecules. This conversion process is known as photosynthesis. The diversity of life is only possible because of our planet is awash in energy streaming earthward from the sun. Each day, the radiant energy that reaches Earth equals the power from about 1 million Hiroshima sized atomic bomb. Photosynthesis captures about 1% of this huge supply of energy, an amount equal to 10,000 Hiroshima bombs, and uses it to provide the energy that drives all life. The rich diversity of life that covers our Earth would be impossible without photosynthesis. Almost every oxygen atom in the air we breathe was once part of a water molecule liberated by photosynthesis. All the energy released by the burning of coal, firewood, gasoline, and natural gas, and by our bodies burning of all the food we eat directly or indirectly, has been captured from sunlight by photosynthesis. It is vitally important than what we understand photosynthesis. Research may enable us to improve crop yields and land use, important goals in an increasingly crowded world. Photosynthesis nourishes almost the entire living world directly or indirectly. An organism acquires the organic compound its use for energy and carbon skeleton by one of the two major modes. First is autotrophic nutrition, and second is heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophs are self feeders, that is, auto means self, and trophos means feeder. They sustain themselves without eating anything derived from other living being. Autotrophs produce their organic molecules from CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and other inorganic raw materials obtained from the environment. They are the ultimate sources of organic compounds for all non autotrophic organisms, and for this reason, biologists refer to autotrophs as the producers of the biosphere. Almost all plants are autotrophs. The only nutrients they require are water and minerals from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air. Specifically, plants are photoautotrophs, organisms that use light as a source of energy to synthesize organic substances. Photosynthesis also occurs in algae, certain other protists, and some prokaryotes. And if you look upon heterotrophs, that is, they obtain their organic material by the second major mode of nutrition, and unable to make their own food, they live on compounds produced by other organisms. Hetero means others. Heterotrophs are the biosphere's consumers. The most obvious form of this other feeding occurs when an animal eats plants or other animals. But heterotrophic nutrition may be more subtle. Some heterotrophs consume the remains of dead organisms by decomposing and feeding on organic litter such as carcasses, feces, and fallen leaves. They are known as decomposers. Most fungi and many types of prokaryotes get their nourishment this way. Almost all heterotrophs, including humans, are completely dependent, either indirectly or directly, on photoautotrophs for food, and also for oxygen, a byproduct of photosynthesis. So, Earth's supply of fossil fuel was formed from remains of organisms that died hundreds of millions of years ago. In a sense, then the fossil fuel represent stores of the sun's energy from the distant past, because these resources are being used at a much higher rate than they are replenished. Researchers are exploring methods of capitalizing on the photosynthetic process to provide alternative fuels. This is a small topic regarding photosynthesis. In the next lecture, we will talk more about the site of photosynthesis and some topic concerned with the cyclic uh, process of the photosynthesis, as well as uh, some pigments which are involved in photosynthesis. So this is all about. Like, share, and subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon. And thank you very much.